Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Dear students, I hope you all are fine and you are watching lectures of this series, that is fractions and decimals, continuously. Already we have done 4 of our lectures on the topic, first part of the topic, that is on, sorry, fractions and decimals. You can see this is the first topic that we are carrying on from past 4 lectures. And today we will try to finish this part of the topic, that is fractions. We will try to conclude this. In the previous topic, if you remember, we are right now on one of the topics from the terminology, that is operation of fractions, and we have already done in the previous lecture how to add and how to subtract the fractions, whether they are like fractions or unlike fractions. Now today we will learn, our today's topic will be based on the same topic, that is operation of fractions, but here we will try to learn how to multiple and how to divide the fractions, whether they are like fractions or unlike fractions. But remember one thing, the case that was in adding and subtracting the fractions was fractions must be like fractions. If they are not like, then we are supposed to make them like by the process, by the method of LCM that we have already done. But in case of multiplication and division, that is not necessary. We can multiply and we can divide even like fractions as well as unlike fractions without making them like. Remember that. Now, here, before coming to the first topic of first concept of today, that is multiplication. Here, we will first learn what do you mean by lowest form or simplest form of a fraction. फ्रैक्शन की लोवेस्ट फॉर्म या सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म का मतलब क्या होगा बेटा सपोज आई एम हैविंग अ फ्रैक्शन आई विल राइट हियर 5/10 5/10 it is a fractional number. What does it mean? It means 5 suppose 5 apples have been distributed among 10 people, so they will get half, each one will get half of the apple. Now, simply, so that means the numerator means how many things you are distributing among the denominator. Denominator means among whom you are distributing. So fraction, if you take the concept of fraction, is simply sharing, simply distributing the things. Now, the lowest form of fraction, I have written here already. I have taken, you can see, I have taken here 5/10. So let me rub this here. So 5/10. Now this 5/10 is a fractional number because it is in the form of a by b and b is not equal to 0, or it is in the form of numerator by denominator form. But is this the simplest form of fraction? When will we say that the fraction is in the simplest form? See, you can see here, once you will get answer somewhere 5/10, you will not keep it as 5/10 because you are aware that this is yet to be simplified further. How can we simplify it? We can do cancellation between numerator and denominator whenever it is possible. So, unless and until you will not do the cancellation wherever the cancellation is possible, that wherever the division is possible, you will not do that, it will never be considered the simplest form. So, we usually, whenever we have any kind of fraction, any fraction number, we try to put that fraction in the simplest form or the lowest form. So you can see 5/10. So I can have a cancellation here between 5/10. You can yourself say, sir, 5/1 or 5/2 or 10. So the result is 1/10. Sorry, 1/2. This 1/2 is same as 5/10. But you are aware that 1/2 is the equivalent fraction of 5/10. But this 1/2 here, it is now the simplest form because we cannot simplify it further. Because here between 1 and 2 we can't do further cancellation. The actual concept behind this is if the numerator and denominator is having common factors. See, 5, if I talk about 5, number 5, its common factor is 1, 5. And sorry, its factors are 1, 5. And if I take the number 10, its factors are 1, 2, 5 and 10. Now if I check the common factors between the two, CF, it is 1 and 5. Now, HCF, highest common factor, among the common factors, it is 5. So actually what we are doing here, we are trying to divide. We are trying to do the cancellation between the numerator and denominator by its highest common factor. The way I have done the cancellation here by cancellation by 5. But what was 5 of the two numbers 5 and 10? It was highest common factor. So actually when you are trying to put the fractional number in its lowest form and you find that there is a possibility of cancellation, you will do cancellation by HCF, highest common factor. Not necessarily you can do it by HCF. If there are common factors other than 5 and 1, you can do cancellation by those numbers as well. But at the end, whenever you multiple those numbers, if you do the cancellation by smaller numbers, छोटे-छोटे numbers इसकी cancellation करोगे. Suppose I am having 20 by 30. 20 by 30. I know 20 by 30 is having highest common factor 10. You can do directly by 10. By doing cancellation by 10, it will directly come in the simplest form. But what if you will start by 2? Because 2 is also a common factor between 20 and 30. But that is not the highest common factor. What if you will do it by 2? 2 10s are, 2 15s are. So I got 10 by 15. But 10 by 15 is still not in the simplest form. Why? Why I didn't get the simplest form? Because I haven't done the cancellation by the highest common factor 10. I have done the cancellation by 2 here. Now again cancellation I can do 10 and 15. I can now do cancellation by 5 2s or 5 2s or 5 3s are 15. Now I got the result 2 by 3, that is in the simplest form. Here in the first step I do the cancellation by 2 into, here in the second step I do the cancellation by 5. 2 5 are 10. So overall cancellation was with the 10, and that 10 is the highest common factor between 20 and 30. So whenever you are having a fraction, you will first see, is there the possibility of cancellation between its numerator and its denominator? If there is the possibility of cancellation, you have to do that cancellation until you will find that further cancellation is not possible. So I hope the concept of lowest form, you got the concept of lowest form. If I write here, I will turn on the slide here, I will go to the next slide. If I write here, suppose I am having 2 by 9, 2 by 9. Now this is also a fractional number, but this fractional number is already in lowest form. Why? Because we can't do further cancellation. It's already in lowest form. Why they are in lowest form? Because they don't have a common factor other than 1. When you check the factors of 2, 2 के factors जब आप check करोगे, it is 1, 2. When you check the factors of 9, it is 1, 3, 9. So what is the common factor? Common factor is only 1. Whenever the numerator and denominator is having common factor 1 only, they are said to be in the lowest form. उनको हम कहते हैं कि वो lowest form है. But you need not keep those things. Yeah, it is conceptual. You can keep the concept in mind what actually is happening. But whenever you have suppose you having here, I will write 15 by 30. Sorry, I am writing 15. Wait. I am writing 15 by 35. So now this is a fractional number. But you are aware that we can go for the cancellation here. Cancellation by which number? 5 3s are 15, 5 7s are 35. So the final answer is 3 by 7. And we can't cancel it further. It means whenever you can't cancel it further, you are doing cancellation only in one step. It means you are actually cancelling it by highest common factors you are cancelling. That means 5, 15 and 35 का जो HCF था, HCF जो इनका था, that is 5. And we have done the cancellation by 5 and we directly got this simplest form, that is 3 by 7, or we can call it lowest form, which can't be cancelled further. Now why I am showing you this? Because our next main operation, that is what? Multiplication of fractions. Multiplication of fractional numbers. Now this is our main topic. We will learn how to multiply the fractional numbers. Now let me take few examples first. So see, whenever you are multiplying the fractional numbers, it means you are not dealing with one fraction. You are dealing with more than one fractional number. And remember, the one among the two, one can be the proper fraction form or the improper fraction form. And the other number can even be sometimes a whole number. So first case I am writing here. Case first. Multiplication of fractional number with a whole number. It can even be integer numbers, but let me take the फिलहाल हम whole number की बात करेंगे. Now example. I am writing here. Find the product. Whenever I will use the word product, I need not to define what is product. Product is the Shivash. It is the result that we get after multiplying two or more things, two or more numbers. Find the product of. I will write here 3 by 5 into 45. 3 by 5 into 45. Or I can write in place of into, I can write 3 by 5 and 45. Now I am writing the solution of the same part. It's very important topics going on. This is the basics of maths going on. So you will learn how to calculate the things as well. The product means I have to find 3 by 5 multiple by 45. Now have a look here. Now 3 by 5, we know that it is an improper fraction. 45, I've told you last time, even a whole number itself can be put in A by P4. Not because of the definition of fraction. That is, fractions are part of a whole. But sometimes any number that we can put in the form of A by B, its denominator is nothing, we can keep it as denominator 1. Whenever there is no denominator, we can keep 1. 1 is the denominator of every number. Now, it is in the form of A by B. That is why we call it a fraction. Not because of the definition that is the broken one. So it means 45 apples have to be distributed among 1 people. अगर एक बंदे को 45 apples दे रहे he will get all 45. So distribute तो हम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन divide नहीं हो रहा. You got it? Distribute we are doing, but division is not happening. So whenever both distribution and division is happening, that is proper fraction. That is actual fraction. But whenever we are giving something to other person, a whole thing to other person, we are distributing, but we are not dividing. So 45 by 1 here, we carry on. See, one important thing, in multiplication, whenever it is multiplication sign, we know that this fraction is already in the lowest form, 3 by 5. We can't cancel it. 45 by 1 is also in the form of, is already in the form of lowest form. It is already in the lowest form. Because we can't do cancellation by 1. But one thing you have to keep in mind, very important concept, that in multiplication, remember not in addition and subtraction. Here we do something different. I have shown you the LCM method only there. I haven't touched the cross multiplication method. We can, at the end of this session, I will show you 2 more parts of cross multiplication, how to do addition and subtraction. But here in multiplication, we used to do cross cancellation. In multiplication, cross cancellation we can do. So I am writing here cross cancellation. That means once one fraction numerator to be cancelled with another fraction denominator. If that is possible, we can do. Yes, the cancellation here is possible. Cross cancellation. See, 5 1 or 5, 5 9 or 45. Before multiplying, you will first check whether there is a possibility of cross cancellation and the cancellation with numerator and denominator of a fraction with its own numerator and denominator. So what actually I have done here, I am writing cross cancellation by 5. Why cross cancellation? Because this is something I have done cross. If I do it like this and then like this, it is actually cross cancellation. So cross cancellation we have done by 5. What actually is meant by cross cancellation? Cancelling the numerator of one fraction with the denominator of another fraction, or cancelling the denominator of another fraction with the numerator of another fraction. If that is possible, you have to do it in the multiplication. Now it happens between 5 and 45, we call it cross cancellation by 5. Now what is left out? Here it is left out 3 by 1 into, here it is left out 9 by 1. Now there is no possibility of cancellation at all. Now what you have to do, you have to multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. That is, you have to multiply 3 into 9 divided by 1 into 1. 3 into 9 got 27 divided by 1 are 1, and you know that 27 by 1 we can write it as 27 is the answer. Now this is the first case where we have taken a fractional number to be multiplied with a whole number. Whole number here was 45. So this was whole number and this was a fractional number. So it's very simple. I will take the second case here. Second case, I am coming to the next slide here. Second case I am taking now. Case second. Case second. Multiplying a fraction with a fraction. Multiplying a fraction with a fraction. Now let me carry it on. Example for the same question. Same case. Let me tell you the lecture that we have done apart from this lecture, up to lecture number 4. After watching 4 lectures, once you will watch them, then you will check the checkpoint of the text. I'm sure you will do all questions there then also. So checkpoint, you have to check, that's a very simple checkpoint, but provided you will watch the first 4 lectures of this series. First 4 lectures. Once you watch first 4 lectures, then move to the checkpoint 1. Very easily, you will do all questions here in the first checkpoint. Now here, we are having second case, multiplying a fraction with a fraction. So let me take an example. Multiple three by 7 and 29 by 12. Now I am ready to for the same question. You can see here, I am taking 2 fractions. One fraction is 3 by 7, another is 29 by 12. Let me write both fractions, 3 by 7 into 29 by 12. Now first thing what you have to do, the way you have done in the previous part, you will take the cancellation between the fraction's own numerator and denominator and the cross cancellation as well. Now 3 and 7 is already in lowest form, 29 by 12 already in lowest form, you can't cancel. But now the cross cancellation. I am coming to now cross cancellation. You can see here 7 and 29, they are not coming in, 29 is not coming in the table of 7, we can't do cancellation between 7 and 29. But between 3 and 12, here 3 and 12, in key cancellation we can do. How? 3 1 are 3, 3 4 are 12. Now after doing cancellation, you write them back. What is left here? It is 1 by 7 into, and what's left here? It is 29 by 4. Now cancellation we have done. Now how to multiply? Numerator with numerator, 1 into 29 divided by 7 into 4. Now 29 1 are 29 divided by 7 4 are 28. So it is 29 by 28 is the final answer. But remember, you can convert this into mixed fraction. Why? Because it is improper fraction. Now there are some situations where you will have the use of word of. I am writing here. See, important thing is use of. I will write here using. Sorry, I will write here using of. How to use of in multiplication. So wherever you will find of between two numbers, it simply means multiple. I will give an example and then I will pose one more example. First, I will write the question. Find 3 by 4 of 12. Now the word of is in between two numbers, 3 by 4 of 12. That means I have to find 3 by 4th part. 3 by 4 is a fraction. 3 by 4th part of what? 12. 12 का 3/4 part दूंगा. Now how will we do it? How will? I am writing your solution. It is 3 by 4 of wherever you will find, you will put multiple sign there. 12. Now, I will come to know after doing the things that we have done in the previous cases. It is not the previous case 3 by 4, the 12, we can keep it as denominator 1. Cancellation with its own numerator and denominator is not possible because both here are in their lowest numbers. But cross cancellation is possible. Cross cancellation between what? 3 and 1? No, because we can't do cancellation by 1. Yes, between 4 and 12. 4 1 are 4, 4 3 are 12. And what is left out? 3 by 1 into 3 by 1. Now multiple numerator with numerator 3 3 are 3 into 3 divided by 1 into 1. What is 3 into 3? 3 3 are 9 by 1. And 9 by 1 is equal to 9. What does it mean? It means 12 is 3 by 4th part. 12 is 3 by 4th part is 9. Now we will understand it by theoretical basis. Now what is meant by 3 by 12 or 3 by 4 of 12? It means I have taken 3 parts out of 4 parts of 12. Simply 12 has been divided into 4 parts. When we divide 12 into 4 parts, each part will get how much? See, 12 has been divided into 4. 12 divided by 4. 4 1 are, 4 3 are. So each one will get 3. Now out of those 4 parts, I am taking how many parts? 3 parts. And one part is 3. So इसी तरह मुझे कितने 3 लेने? एक part, 2 part और 3 part. 3 part मुझे लेने, 4 parts में से 12 के 4 parts हमने किए, उनमें से मैंने 3 parts किए. So that means 3 by 4 of 12. 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. So that is equal to 9. That means 3 by 4th part of 12 is 9. So I hope you got the concept of how to use of. Now we will carry one more example for of. Suppose I am having a question here. Salim has 36 pence. He gave 5 by 6 parts. Wait. He gave 5 by 6. I will write of pence to his brother. How many pens Salim are left with. Now Salim has 36 pens. 36 pens Salim has in total, but he gave 5 by 6 part of pens. 5 by 6 is a fraction. I did not use the word part. Why? Because I know 5 by 6 is a part. Part of what? Something has been divided into 6 and I have taken 5 parts. Something has been divided into 6, I have taken 5 parts out of those 6 parts. What has been divided into 6 parts? The total. That total is 36. Salim has 36 pens. He gave 5/6 of pens to his brother. Now that means he already distributed some pens to his brother. Now you have to tell how many pens Salim are left with. Salim is left with. Sorry, you're right. Is left with. So Salim के पास कितने pens हैं? So solution. Actually, why I am showing you this question, because I need to make you understand how we are using the word of here. 5 by 6 of pens. Now, see, I am focusing on this part. That's very important. 5 by 6 of pens. Brother को दिए. Now 5 by 6 of means into pens. How many pens were there in total? 36. Now divided by 1. I will see how many pens his brother has received. 5 by 6 part. I am checking 5 by 6. 6 1 are 6 6 now clearly I am doing it directly now. 5 into 6 are 30 divided by 1 hardly matters. So 30 pens he has distributed to his brother. But question is how many pens Salim is left with? Salim के पास कितने? So total pens were 36 and Salim's brother has got 30. How many are left? 6 pens are left with the Salim. जिसके असल में pens थे उसके पास 6 pens. Initially he was having 36 pens, but we came to know 5 by 6 of pens that he gave to his brother. 5 by 6 of 36 is 30. 5 by 6 part of 36 is 30. So out of 36, 30 pens his brother has taken. Remaining are 6 that are left with 30. So this is the use of. This is actually how we will use the word of. Now we are taking. This is what we have done in the multiplication. This is how we will multiply the fractions. Now we are carrying our last operation, that is division of fractions. Division of fractions. Before coming to division of fractions, it's very simple. It will be same as multiplication of fractions, but you have to do one thing. I will carry on the concept here, reciprocal. Or the other name of reciprocal is multiplicative inverse. I am sure if you will have a confusion in reciprocal word, you will never have a confusion in multiplicative inverse. Why? Because this is something that we have already done in the first chapter. That's clear. What is the second name of multiplicative inverse? It is reciprocal. Whether you will use word reciprocal or multiplicative inverse, but the same. Now, I hope you are knowing that what is multiplicative inverse. It means when we multiply two numbers, if I multiply two numbers and the result is equal to 1, suppose two numbers are A into B. I have multiplied. They are two integers or any two numbers. I have multiplied them and the result comes out to be equal to 1. Whenever we multiply two numbers and the result is equal to 1, we call these two numbers reciprocal or multiplicative inverse of each other. In two numbers को A is the multiplicative inverse of B, B is the multiplicative inverse of A. Or A is the reciprocal of B and B is the reciprocal of A. Now, how will we find 8. Suppose, simple thing you will keep in mind. Suppose I'm having a number 3 by 4. What should I multiple to it so that the result will be 1? Whenever the result is 1, it means I am searching for the reciprocal of 3. Because I came to know that reciprocal or multiplicative inverse are those two numbers whose multiplication, whose product is equal to 1. Now 3 by 4 is, what should I multiply to 3 by 4 so that the product is equal to 1? If the product is equal to 1, then you should multiply 3 by 4 by its reciprocal. Sorry. You should multiply 3 by 4 by its reciprocal. Now, how to find reciprocal? What do you have to do in reciprocal? You have to just invert numerator and denominator. Numerator और denominator को उल्टा करना. तो reciprocal अगर आप कहेगा कोई शॉर्ट में उसको कहो नंबर को उल्टा करना. नंबर को उल्टा करना reciprocal कहलाता है. So कर लो इस नंबर को उल्टा. If it is 3 by 4, what will be reciprocal? 4 by 3. Now see, multiple कर लो, cancellation first. Cross cancellation, 4 cancel with 4, 1 cancel with 3 cancel with 3. And the result will be equal to 1. So simple reciprocal or multiplicative inverse simply means number को उल्टा करना. Now tell me, what will be the reciprocal of 1 by 2? Its reciprocal will be 2 by 1, or I can write 2 simply because denominator 1 means is not necessary. What is the reciprocal of minus 8 by 5? So this will be equal to 5 by 8 and keep minus sign. If it is at the top, keep it at the top. Yeah, if you put it in the denominator, it is still correct. Whether you will keep negative sign at the numerator or denominator. But we usually prefer to keep it at the numerator. If it is at the numerator, keep it here. But what if it would have been, next one, it would have been 8 by minus 2. What will be this reciprocal? It is reciprocal will be, or it is multiplicative inverse, will be 5 by 8. But you have, since the negative sign is at the denominator, you will put it in the numerator. We prefer negative sign to keep it in the numerator. Now this is negative sign. Now it means when we multiple 1 by 2 and 2 by 1, the result will be equal to 1. When we multiple minus 8 by 5 and minus 5 by 8, result will be equal to 1. When we multiple 8 by minus 5 and minus 5 by 8, result will be equal to 1. You can check it out. So why I have given this concept? Because it will help with division. And division process is very simple. Because we have what we have to do there is simply multiplication. But before that, we have to do one important step. Now coming to the topic, previous topic, if you see there, previous slide, we are on division of fractions. Now I am carrying the same topic here, now taking on division of fractions. I will take only one example because time is not allowing me right now. So it's about I am about to leave. So let me take one example, and then rest of the things we will follow what we have done from the multiplication. I am adding question here. Divide 3 by 4 by 6. 3 by 4 by 6. I am writing solution. It is 3 by 4. Divide by के बदले you will write division sign 6. Now whenever you have such condition where you are dividing fraction with a whole number or with a fraction number, since you know that this whole number's denominator is 1. Now you will convert it into multiplication. Now how to do multiplication? Have a look. It is 3 by 4. You have to keep first number, whatever it will be. Whether it will be fractional or whether it will be whole. You have to keep it as well. Then once you will convert division sign into multiple. Division sign के बदले बेटा multiple sign डालोगे. What will happen thereafter? Thereafter, whatever the number will be, that will be reciprocal. उस number का reciprocal हो जाएगा. यानी उस number को उल्टा करना. because division has been converted into multiplication, so there should be a change. Change तो आनी चाहिए. What is the change? Reciprocal of 6. उसके बाद जो number होगा उसका reciprocal, that is 1 by 6. Now it becomes same as multiplication. This is how we are doing the division of fractions. Now how cancellation is not possible? Neither cross cancellation is possible. It is 3, 1 are directly 3, then 4. Oh, sorry. Yes. Here the cancellation is possible. Cancellation of what? Cancellation of 3 and 6. 3, 1 are 3, 3, 2 are 6. Now what is left here? 1 by 4 into 1 by 2. Now multiple numerator with numerator, 1 into 1 is 1, 4 into 2 is 8. So 1 by 8 is the final answer. For example, the final example we are taking here. Let me take on one more example, the final example we are taking here. So that then we will conclude this operation of fractions here. I will take example, divide 3 by 6. Yeah, let me write, okay, I will write 3 by 6 by 18 by 27. Now I am writing solution here. It is 3 by 6 divided by 18 by 27. Now, what is the rule here? 3 by 6 as it is, convert division sign into multiplication. What will happen to the next number? Reciprocal, 27 by 18. Now check the cancellation first. Yes, there is possibility of cancellation, not only cross cancellation. We can do cancellation with one's fractions, it is own numerator and denominator. How? 3 1 are 3, 3 2 are 6. Here as well. 3 9s are 27, 3 6s are 18. What is left out? 1 by 2 into 9 by 6. But again, still the cancellation is possible. Between these, they are not still in the lowest form. 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6. Now, what is the final result here? It is 1 by 2 into 3 by 2. Now, you can't do further cancellation. Neither you can do the cancellation in cross. Initially, if you suppose to do the cancellation in cross form, it was possible. But since we have done whole cancellation here, now the cancellation in the cross form is also not possible. 1 3 are 3, 2 2 are 4. 3 by 4 is the final. This is how we used to do the division of fractions. So in this topic, lecture number 5, we have gone through the multiplication and division of fractions. In this way, we have completed the first portion of this chapter, that is fractions and decimals. Suppose, I will see if there will be something that I haven't shown in these lectures. We can do those things in the next lecture, that will be lecture number 6. So, what you are supposed to do till now, you will see checkpoint 1 and checkpoint 2. There will be maximum questions that you will be able to do by yourself. So 2 checkpoints you should be able to do after going through these lectures. Not only 2 checkpoints, third checkpoint as well, because third checkpoint is about division, second is about multiplication, and first is about addition and subtraction. So you will check all these checkpoints up to checkpoint 3. I am sure you will do maximum portion of the checkpoint by yourself. Then in the next lecture, we will take the second part of this whole chapter, that is decimals, and it will take us 2-3 lectures to complete that portion as well. See you in the next lecture. Take care. Allah Hafiz.